I guess I'll just queue for something random.
There we
Oh,
go.
do you want me to add you to the party, dear?
Yeah,
Make sure.
I was just gonna run dancer so I didn't have to think.
that's fair. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, I'll go to leveling.
Stream has started. Make sure I can get my Discord faces running now. There it goes. Yay. Let me share the stiff. But hello, everyone. The Garbage Gang here again. We're playing nothing really. We're just gonna chat about stuff from this year since the new year starts in only an hour and a half essentially for us.
Yeah.
I know I had some people chatting in my group chats about just like how it's already the new year where they're at. Um, so great for them, but we're waiting for the new year here. So we're gonna
Good for you.
good for you.
Congratulations, you're already in the future.
Aren't you special?
God, that reminds me. It's stupid, but I remember a post. The I it had to be a joke because I could not believe someone would actually be that stupid. But so they I just realized that Japan time is like uh it's like 2 hours in the future. Why didn't they warn us about 9/11?
2 hours.
Oh my
I was, I
Thirteen.
was like,
13 hours.
I know. I was like, I can't imagine someone's that fucking stupid. But
I had one very similar. I had one. It was like where someone said, "Why?" I was arguing with someone. I shouldn't do. Uh, Someone asked me, "Why didn't Obama release the Epstein files?"
god.
you know what? Good
Went to
point.
sleep.
That's right. Good.
Uh, and if I had to guess, if they had an argument, the argument was, well, the Epstein's first, well, not first, but Epstein was arrested for sex crimes in 2007, but like that was not, obviously that was not the like national thing that the later issue was. But regardless, that's 2025 for you,
Yeah.
Epstein. Uh,
Why is everybody still talking about this? Everybody's talking about this. Why are they talking about this? There's no story. There's nothing there. It doesn't exist.
it's not real.
It's not real.
And if it is real, it's a hoax.
It's totally
Yeah.
fictional. We made it up.
Never happened. It never happened. It's a fabrication.
We made it up.
We made it up. And
So we were just talking about. I was hoping we'd talk about some of our favorite things for 2025.
yeah.
And one thing I had planned to talk about was, oh my gosh, isn't Apothecary Diary so good? Except somebody hasn't watched it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you thought we talked about it, and I was like, we never talked about this. I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought you had the common sense to watch the best show of the year.
No. Remember, anime of the year was Solo Leveling.
Not this year.
Yeah, that was last. I mean, it won this year, but for last year.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, like, well, no, the Solo Leveling hype has died pretty hard. It
Yeah, no.
probably won't do as well this year. really the reason it won last year. Not that it's a bad show, but it's definitely because
It's not a good show.
Jesus.
Hey, my stance on it is, man, it sure is pretty. That's about it.
Is it?
Yeah, no,
My
that show
stance on it was
that
just,
show looks
oh,
good.
This is a fun show.
Yeah, I had
And
fun
that's
with
it.
the action. There's one character in it. The
There's
re-
like probably at least 3, but you got to count several together.
Yeah. Because they mean nothing besides the main character. But
Not really, no.
that's honestly that's my biggest issue with it is outside of main character Song Jinwoo, no one else matters like at all.
No.
But I guess honestly that could be the first one we talk about because that came out. Season 2 came out what, like January? That was like the first thing that came out
No,
this year.
I don't know when it came out exactly, but that's the reason what Anime of the Year is, because Season 2 was very
Still
exciting,
watching.
very hype, and it was going on when the Anime Awards came out.
Yeah, because Season 1 was not nearly as good as Season 2. But even then, like, I still wouldn't have given it to it.
I think, here's the thing, I'm very much in a middle ground of, I think Solo Leveling is like a solid 7 out of 10 show. I don't understand why some people hate on it so hard. I don't understand why some people glaze it so hard.
I think it's like I think it's like a 6 out of 10. I think 7's a bit generous.
I don't think 7's very generous. I think 7's just accurate.
Is this movies? Yeah, this is movies. I'm in the wrong area. I was looking at anime that
I've
came
never
out this
watched
year.
it, so.
Just say I think it looks really nice and the action is really well done. The story is, I find, very uninteresting.
I mean, the story is really just, well, at first, trying to fix Mom and keep my sister and I afloat. And then I got crazy powers and I'm trying to figure that out.
yeah, Solo Leveling: Arise from the Shadows, January
And then
5th through March
season
30th.
2 is, hey, what if, Hunter x Hunter?
Well, no, that's the end of it. Before that, we have to complete the plot of Save Mom.
Well, yeah.
So we fixed that plot. So the main plot's done. Now we gotta do the Chimera Ant arc in like 2 episodes.
In fairness, I could almost prefer that to how the Hunter x Hunter anime handled that.
This is just because it's aggressively long.
It's aggressively long to explain fucking dumb shit that didn't need to be explained. Let me spend 2 episodes describing how 5 minutes went by. This is some Dragon Ball level shit. And I'm not saying Hunter x Hunter is a worse show, just like, before fucking people misunderstand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. My point being, I think I think Soul Leveling's fine. I think it does what it does well. For as much as a lot of the characters are kind of whatever, none of them are bad. Not bad as in, wow, what the fuck is the point? Wow, I hate seeing this person. Like, none of them really grate on me. I think they're all fine. Not a ton of them are memorable, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's very important because you have shows that I specifically dropped, whether or not you want to rate them, whatever.
Yeah.
Fire Force.
Yeah,
because
I
they
dropped
have
that one pretty hard.
characters So fucking unfathomably bad that it's like,
Wait, you dropped Fire Force then?
Yeah, like I watched season 2, pretty sure all the way through, but I didn't fuck it all with unless season 3 hasn't come out yet. Maybe I have watched it all if season 2 is all they've shown.
I'm
But
pretty sure
I didn't.
season 3 is out, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I like either after season 2 or either partway through it or at the end of it I stopped watching, and I can't remember where exactly it was. I didn't have an intent to watch more just because I got bored of it. The one character and gripe, like serious issue with the show, didn't really bug me that much. It's annoying, but like, you know, I watched anime in the 2000s. I know how it goes.
I mean, fair, but like, that's the thing. Fire Force had so many of the worst tropes of like 2000s anime,
Man,
but
no.
worse than some of them. Like, Fire Force has that greasy ass fan service shit
Yeah.
that is so bad, and it's baffling to me because Soul Eater was not nearly as bad. If I like, don't get me wrong, Soul Eater had plenty of fan service.
Yeah. Had quite a lot of it, actually. But it didn't actively hurt the plot, which this one it actually gets in the way of the story.
Yeah, like,
Let's see, what else came out in the Januaries that would not have, like, in the first season of anime that we actually watched. Because we talked about Solo Leveling. It was fine. I'll probably keep watching it. But, like, it's like it's fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I still have not watched Dr. Stone Science Future Part 1. Though I really need to, because I actually really like Dr. Stone.
I fell off at Dr. Stone. I read the manga for a while and just didn't, like, at a certain point I just kind of fell off reading the manga.
I gotcha. I mean,
I don't
this...
really have a reason, just
Yeah.
it happened.
I'm pretty sure this is also the last arc, so I think since Part 2 comes out next year, I'm pretty sure we will see Dr. Stone's anime ending quite soon. But then, obviously, you guys watched Apothecary Diary Season 2.
Hell yeah, we did.
Yeah, and it's really good. Mao
So-
Mao is still one of the best, like, recent protagonists.
Mamo is best girl.
So what is Apothecary Diaries about?
It's the diaries of an apothecary.
So,
So,
it follows this girl Mao Mao as she works in the inner palace in basically ancient China.
China.
And yeah, things happen. She gets involved in stuff that she doesn't want to.
Well, the thing is, the first episode begins with a little bit of lighthearted kidnapping and enslavement.
Yeah.
okay.
And I say lighthearted, and I mean lighthearted. Like, it's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're really
it's
like,
not
oh,
really
you know.
framed as like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I watch Ancient Magus Bride, yeah.
Yeah, but it's also not bizarrely kinky and almost like in favor of slavery. It's just
It's
like Mao Mao's like,
okay,
"Oh,
that's
this is
late.
ancient
That's
China,
later.
so-"
Initially, they're not cool with it.
Uh,
I dropped it before it got weird.
No, Mao Mao, it's very much like she's like, well,
it's
at
ancient
least
China,
I'm doing
so
laundry.
you know. At least I didn't get sold to a brothel, which is where I already worked.
Well, she didn't work there.
Damn,
Sorry,
she worked at a
the
brothel? That's hardcore.
apothecary She worked at the apothecary that largely
So wait.
was employed by the
So she
nearby brothel.
so she sold drugs to a nearby brothel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But like,
Respect.
medicine, drugs.
I
like,
mean, I
you know,
call it
birth
that, too.
control and stuff like that.
It's kind of what I thought too. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, no, I figured.
Also, taking care of the courtesans because
I mean, their clientele's
it-
probably
it-
not.
This isn't like greasy, disgusting. Like, oh my God, this is where like women get sold into slavery. This is, oh no, dude, we are the best of the best, and we charge top dollar for our services, kind of brothel.
Mm.
Yeah.
So this is like, oh, she wasn't just,
I mean, interspecies reviewers also made that very lighthearted as well.
all right, don't help me, guys.
I was running out of the thing. I'm a squishy.
I actually thought you were commenting on what I said. If I forgot you're playing more 14.
Yeah. No, sorry. Ow. No, we're in the final boss of the dungeon. I died.
God damn it.
But who all watched? I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time.
I know, but like, I didn't watch
I've
it.
heard that show's actually pretty good.
I liked the title, that's why I read it. I like the ones that just tell you what the whole plot is in one title, because it's very funny. But then a show I actually did watch, because Apothecary Diaries I will watch. It's more about finding time to watch stuff like that.
Yeah.
Was Sakamoto Days,
Oh, yeah.
I've heard good things.
which we got part 1, part 2 comes out soon, of season 1, and I really liked it. Like, I knew about it, I knew it was really popular, so I wanted to finally check it out. Because funny enough, the one who recommended it to me was my dad,
Really?
who was really into it. Yeah, if you didn't know, my dad's also a big anime nerd. But his tastes are very all over the place. He has very specific things he likes. And one such thing is, in fact, he likes the idea of just an old dude who's just this badass who just works at a convenience store. And yeah, the premise, like, is very goofy, which is on purpose because it's an action comedy.
Or isn't the whole thing he was like a mafia person? And
No, he was the top hitman in, like, the world.
And he just really loved his wife.
Yeah, he found this girl and fell in love with her immediately. They settled down, and he decided to fully retire and started a local convenience store. He got really fat because for the first... which is actually explained that he tasted good food for the first time ever when he started working and hanging out with his wife. Which is why he overeats so much, because he used to just kind of live on, like, protein bars and, like, these snack food supplements. So he finally had, like, her cooking and, like, had delicious food for the first time. And this is also why you'll always see him just snacking on, like, having a full instant ramen bowl, like, just hanging out at all times. He's always snacking on something. But I think I was sold the minute he deflects a bullet by spitting a cough drop at it.
I have seen that clip. And
It's fucking awesome.
I was very confused on what was going on.
Well, people find out that this retired ex-assassin is here and want to get rid of him because he's, still labeled as very, very dangerous, even if he's retired.
Yeah.
So assassins occasionally come after them in their store, but he can't kill because his wife, it is not a case where his wife does not know what he did. She is completely aware that he was an assassin, but wants him to not kill people because he's given strict rules, and if he does not, she will be very upset with him. And he also hardly talks, which is why his So he meets another assassin, like, immediately at the start of the show.
Yeah.
And that one he has a special skill where he can read minds, and it's just a simple way to get this character who just doesn't talk to still convey how he's thinking and feeling and speaking. Because he just keeps to himself. He's just really quiet. But it's funny because it's just his thoughts, so it's not just what he wants to say, it is literally what he's thinking, which is usually like, if you say this, I'm just gonna kill you. But he isn't actually gonna kill him, but like, he really wants to. Because he finds him very annoying. But the whole show is very fun. The action is actually really good. And the characters are loads of fun as well. What about I left my A rank party to help my former student reach the dungeon depths?
I do not know that one.
Yeah.
I think I'll just, kill myself.
I'll just chime in. I got this.
Let me think.
Okay, I have heard of the Red Ranger becomes an adventure in another world, and it does seem kind of fun. But I haven't watched it. Same with, honestly, 100 Girlfriends actually seems kind of cute. Even if it is overly horny. But I also haven't watched that yet. I think that would just take us right into the spring season. I've heard of some of these. I've watched none of them. Oh yeah, Fire Force Season 3 did come out. I did not watch it. So there you go.
Well, now we know.
Yep, now we know. Did not watch the Guilty Gear series, but I need to. I didn't catch My Hero Vigilante, though I hear it was good. But I read all that, or at least a good chunk of it, and then eventually I got really bored of it and hated it. But I hear it's good, which is nice.
Vigilantes is that one that's like the side story, right?
Yeah, it's a spin-off. Takes place before, like, many years before My Hero does.
Okay.
Like, Aizawa is still an active hero. He's not a teacher yet.
I actually thought it took place at roughly the same time. That's interesting.
No, it takes place years beforehand. Like, All Might's still completely active. It takes, I feel like it's like 10 years before My Hero starts. Something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
No, I have heard that the final season adaptation of My Hero was fantastic, though.
I have heard that too. I've not watched it. I've seen a lot of clips though, and they seem incredible, but I have not personally checked it out just yet. I know that even the dub is finally finished, so I'll definitely have to watch it.
I did hear, and I want to talk about this if you don't mind,
Sure.
that the dub made one really interesting change.
Okay.
So, spoilers for the ending of My Hero for anyone who cares.
Yep.
So, when All For One takes over Shigaraki's body, like fully at the end of the fight, right?
Yes,
In the
yeah.
manga and the Japanese dub, you have Shigaraki screaming in the background.
Mm.
Like in the manga, you have All For One speaking, and behind his words in the text bubble is Shigaraki screaming.
Mm.
But in the dub, they actually elected to have, instead of Shigaraki screaming in the background, they have Tenko crying in the background.
Oh, so his brother?
Shigaraki is a child.
Oh. That's a fun choice.
I think it's a very interesting choice.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a better or worse, just kind of like a different way of executing it, which is kind of,
Yeah.
in my opinion, one of the fun things about, dubs.
Yeah,
I like
that
it
you can
when
do stuff
dubs
like that.
I like when the dubs take a little bit of liberty with translating stuff, because if you just do it one for one, oftentimes I don't think it's as good.
Yeah.
Um,
That's fair.
But you have shows like, sorry, go ahead.
Apparently Vigilante is 4 to 6 years before Izuku meets All Might.
Oh, okay. But, excuse me, bit of a yawn.
So you were saying
There's
that
a bit of a yawn in it.
another dub thing that was interesting when they change it.
Yeah, Kagi is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Because in Kagi
Phenomenal dub.
Oh god.
Phenomenal dub and sub.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. No, it's
actually
just
shows
it's
I
just
feel
really
like-
good.
Well, it's actually one of those shows I feel like if you want to watch it multiple times, you should swap to dub or sub, whichever you didn't do the first time going through.
Yeah.
And my main reason for this is the narrator.
I fucking love
In the
Ian Sinclair.
Japanese- In the Japanese,
Yeah.
the narrator is deadpan serious. He has a very deep, serious voice, and it's just the deadpan delivery that is where a lot of this humor comes from.
Yeah.
Over dramatization of the stupid shit these kids are up to. And then you have the dub, where Ian Sinclair was apparently given drugs and let loose in a fucking recording booth.
Ian
Ian Sinclair is just doing whatever he wants in there, and it is absolutely amazing.
he is one of the goats. Ian Sinclair is amazing.
Honestly, Ian Sinclair is great. If he doesn't get enough credit, he should get more credit. I don't actually know how he's rated as a dub actor, because I just don't follow that sort of thing as much anymore.
That's a good question. I don't know, because most the hatred towards dubs is not really much of a thing anymore.
It still seems to be, but much less so.
Yeah, I mean, it's still there, but it's definitely more of a people's preference over anything, other than people want to argue online. With some exceptions,
I
like there's
see.
some shows that it's like this show is just better in this version or what have you.
I see a lot of, like, for lack of a better word, like pseudo-intellectuals.
Oh, for sure.
Talk about-
I mean, that's
Oh
what.
no, it's fine if you want to watch the dub. There's nothing wrong with liking dubs. It's just, the show is objectively better in Japanese because that's the original
The intended,
expression of
yeah,
the show.
yeah. That's what the author intended.
Even though the author didn't have jack shit to do with dubbing.
Yep. or yeah, in any language.
Yeah. Well, it's just, that's the, original way. And it's fine if you don't want to view it that way. It's just that's the correct way.
Yeah, that's
And that's
that's
the kind of thing I see.
yeah, I see that too.
Not exactly like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It, I'm exaggerating, but like I see that kind of thing.
yeah.
Uh,
No, 100%. I've seen that too. There's still people who are against it, but honestly, it is a kind of a. Honestly, funny enough, Crunchyroll even put out a thing about it this year, where it turns out, yeah, they dub is the people who watch anime often the most watched, at least on Crunchyroll, because they only have their own numbers, is just whatever language the country of origin, like the country is. So it's like people in Mexico watch it in Spanish, people in America tend to watch it more in English, like, etc.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't feel like reading this, especially me, like fucking between ADHD and dyslexia, fucking reading subtitles and watching the show is a bitch and a half.
Yeah, I think that's
Like,
fair. I usually
And
see. I'm the one who watches the dub and puts on subtitles because I have trouble keeping track with everything that's said.
Not on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but I can't on Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll doesn't let you do both, which is annoying. It says it does, and it has the option, but when you enter it, it doesn't play the subtitles. It just plays the language.
beautiful. That's the quality I expect from Sony.
Same. The God Hand. But I mean, one of my favorite. So I grew up watching dubbed Dragon Ball, like most kids that grew up around my time, and so going back and watching some of the Japanese and stuff, because my cousin only loves Dragon Ball and Z and stuff, but he only watches it in Japanese. So seeing more that I haven't seen before was interesting because, like, one of the craziest differences is King Kai. I don't think there's anybody with a voice more different because in the Japanese, if you don't know, he sounds like he's like a proper god. Like he's very regal. He has a over powerful voice, but in the dub, he sounds like a goofball because it's Sean Schimmel doing the goofiest voice he possibly can. Goku. And that's what he does, and that's great. I actually love both. I think work because King Kai is kind of both. It's kind of the interesting thing.
I'm gonna go off on a tangent in a second, but I
Sure.
actually personally prefer the dub.
Yeah,
The
I
reason
know.
I'm gonna say I go off on a tangent is because I don't like Sean Schimmel as a whole, but I do like King Kai.
He also seems like kind of a piece of shit, but I've never met him, so I can't say for sure. But I do like his King Kai a lot, actually.
Oh, what was it? No,
Hey,
I was gonna say
he can yell really
Sean
well.
Schimmel's actually one of those voice actors that, as he grew and became more comfortable and objectively better at what he did,
Yeah.
I liked him less.
Well, I mean, he definitely does his one character really well, no matter which version it is. Because bro just plays Goku, whether he's Pokemon Goku or Nickelodeon Goku or just Goku.
Yeah, 100%. And
the
honestly,
fact that he makes a
if you
stupid
see
amount of
him
money
do
doing it, I
something
mean, why
other
wouldn't
than
you?
Goku, your first thought is generally, hey, that's Goku.
Yeah. Hey, it's me, Goku.
Like, watch the early Funimation dub of One Piece, and it's like, oh, that's Sean Schimmel doing a really goofy fucking pirate impression for Gold Roger.
Shit, is he Roger?
At least in the early dub. I have no idea about, like, Roger down the line when he's an actual character. But,
Yeah,
like, in the intro,
yeah. You know who does the Four
my
Kids,
treasure,
Roger?
you can have it.
Yeah, you can have it. You know who does Roger in the Four Kids, right? In that intro,
No, I don't.
it's Brock.
Such okay,
Of
but
Yeah,
course
it's
Brock.
Seto Kaiba.
Because Brock did, like, everything for kids.
He's great. He's so good though. I love his voice.
I love that I didn't know until I think this year, 2025, folks, did I discover that Brock and Kaiba have the same voice actor.
They sure do. They sound they hey, you know what? It's hard to tell. That's pretty good range, honestly. Two completely different characters. I don't think they have anything in
Here's the
common.
thing, though. I think what works with them.
Yeah.
Because, like, all right, let's be real. When it comes to actual acting talent,
Yeah.
the Forest Kids dub of anything is bereft of it.
Yeah. Hey, some of those voices
with
do
how-
work though, but yeah, they.
Well, I was gonna say, but with how goofy Yu-Gi-Oh, especially, but also Pokemon is,
Yeah. Especially in the
his
early
over-the-top
episodes.
delivery as either Brock or Kaiba honestly works perfect.
Especially Kaiba. Goddamn, his Kaiba's I couldn't imagine anyone else being the dub voice of Kaiba.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, here's the thing. You could argue that his performance isn't necessarily good. I don't know that I personally would make that argument, but
No, I
yeah,
think he does. I think he does just a good job, as well as being a good voice.
But it's the goofiness of it, it's the conviction to it.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
No, he
It is
commits so
the
hard to that
conviction.
character.
Both for
Brock.
goofball pervert Brock
Yeah.
and fucking professional billionaire hater Kaiba.
You're a professional
It is
billionaire
the
and
commitment.
professional hater.
Kaiba is the pinnacle of haters in terms of both him as a character and his performance. That
Yeah.
man is a hater.
And he's only 14.
Yeah. That man has the eyes of a traumatized 28-year-old.
He sure
At
did.
half the age.
Yeah.
That man looks like he put boots on the ground on D-Day.
God damn.
That man looks like he fucking flew his Blue Eyes White Dragon style jet to
Yeah.
drop atomic bombs on Hiroshima.
God, he just has the best lines in the
I've seen
franchise
that
too.
burn, Yugi.
And now I'm going
I've
to
seen
burn
the
you
white
with.
gleam in their eyes.
And that's how you're gonna feel after I beat.
Really rough there, Kaiba. Go fuck yourself, Joey.
You're right, and Joey's not the one who says it either. That's how it has to go. It's Yugi who says, I'm really sorry you had to go through that, Kaiba. Fuck you, Joey. No, sorry, he would never call him Joey. He calls him Wheeler. He calls him by his last name. Yeah, God, he's such a good
I'm
character.
sorry you had to go through that, Kaiba. I want someone to put a hit out on Joey.
Yeah.
Mokuba, put a hit out on Wheeler immediately.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean put a hit out on Wheeler.
Okay, bro. Mokuba, anyone who's late for registration will be immediately disqualified. Mokuba, make sure Wheeler is late for it. And that's an actual line.
Oh, I know.
By the way, Wheeler said nothing this entire time. He had nothing to do with this situation. He just entered the competition. He's such
Dude,
a...
I just got here.
What is he talking about, Yogs?
Mokuba, set me up on a date with Wheeler's sister.
And then make sure I don't show up
Sure,
so I
Wheeler
can...
dies immediately after finding out I scored with his sister.
that's,
Fucking petty, vengeful shit.
that's Seto Kaiba. Seto!
We were talking about Sean Schimmel.
Well, we talked about a better voice actor. I don't even know his fucking name, but he's the best. Yeah, I forgot we were talking about Sean Schimmel.
I forgot what we were talking about before Sean Schimmel, because what we were talking about
Oh, it's
wasn't
Eric.
even about Sean Schimmel. It was
It's
something else
sorry,
entirely.
it's Eric Stewart, is Kaiba and Brock and all them. Oh, we got on that because you were saying that he was the voice of Gol Roger, whereas I brought up the fact that Eric Stewart is Roger in the 4Kids dub. There you go. That's how we got on that tangent about Eric Stewart.
But I don't even know how we got to fucking Sean Schimmel, because it has nothing to do with 2025.
I know you guys were talking about sub versus dub
Yes.
Oh yeah.
because of Kaguya.
And then you brought up how you don't like Sean Schimmel, But
So
you
the
you
hot
do
take I was gonna have is
yeah.
I don't like Dragon Ball's dub or sub that much. I kind of tolerate both.
Interesting. Is it
And it's
because
not
of Sean
there's not
Schimmel?
good performances. The dub has a problem of you had a bunch of people who were. This is my personal opinion. Yeah, a bunch of people who were cast 25 years ago to do this show, where they kind of heavily re-edited and reframed things. Like Goku's more Superman than
Yeah, he's very
you know,
heroic.
punchaholic.
Yeah.
You know, you had people who were 25 years younger playing characters, and now you
And you have the
know,
Kai dub
years
era
later, yeah.
where
A
like
lot of the voice actors just haven't reprised their roles, and they've gotten recast with, in some cases better, some cases worse voice actors. Again, Colleen Clickenbeard is not my favorite voice actress. I do not like her as Gohan at all.
I think she works as angry teen Gohan.
I don't like her as either. I really do not like hearing her as Gohan. Like,
Yeah, but Kyle Aber though,
Kyle Aber is fantastic.
as a adult slash technically actually teen Gohan, because video games are fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, also the dub, like,
Yeah.
due to like mistranslations and stuff, like
Yeah, but the game,
Gohan.
the games is what calls
When
him
I was
teen
a kid-
Gohan.
If I remember right, as a kid,
Yeah.
everyone I knew thought Gohan was 11 when he fought Cell, and
Which is
Gohan
what he
in
was.
high school was actually 18.
Yeah.
Which made sense with teen Gohan and adult Gohan, at least to some degree.
Yeah.
But
It's just,
it
he's not a
actually, I think
teenager, he's
Gohan's
11.
9 when he fights Cell at 16 when he.
No, he is no, you're right. He is 11 and 18. It's just 11 is not a teenager. He's a preteen.
Preteen.
Yeah. And then he is 18. Although it's hard to say exactly, like, if he's 18 or if he's 17, because it's just 7 years, but exactly how long it is, it's not like, we have no idea.
Right. But
Which is why adult is
I
not
don't
really wrong. Like, you know, in like, essentially.
like, but I'll kind of go down the list. I am not a big fan of either Sean Schimmel or Masako Nozawa as adult Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Masako Nozawa is fantastic as Kid Goku, obviously.
I love,
But also,
what's her name is?
Nozawa is now about 90 years old.
Yeah, I think she's
and
91 right now.
89 is what I saw last when I looked.
Okay. That's probably accurate.
But yeah, Goku sure does sound like he is voiced by a 90-year-old woman. And this is nothing against the woman. She's dedicated to her art.
Yeah.
I am not knocking that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about my personal preferences.
she plans to do it for as long as she is physically capable.
Japanese Vegeta is fine. English Vegeta is fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, for Chris Sabat, I like him as Pickle a lot more than I like him as Vegeta.
Yeah, I agree with that. All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
I'm sorry. Eric Vale did not age well as Trunks. Trunks
What are you
definitely
talking
sounds like
about?
He is voiced by a man who has smoked his entire adult life.
He probably has. I have no idea, but he might have.
I could be wrong. I do think Eric Vale smokes, so.
He could. Probably does. I don't know.
And it's not that Eric Vale's a bad voice actor. It's that in the early days of Funimation, he got cast as, you know, sexy pretty boys.
Yeah. A bunch of
and his voice
14-year-olds.
did not age well for that. I stand. I cannot watch the dub of Fruits Basket because his portrayal of Yuki is awful.
What about his Sanji?
He's fine as Sanji because he sounds like a smoker.
Which he is. Yep, exactly.
Like, I will say, Sunny Strange Krillin, you can't beat Sunny Strange Krillin.
Yeah, he's great.
Of all things, Monica Rial is a voice actress. I'm not a huge fan of, but I think especially as she gets used to the role, she is a fantastic Bulma.
Yeah, I like her as Bulma.
Frieza actually, I think is like.
Oh, so that's the
good in
best. That's
Japanese and in both English dubs.
the.
I like them both differently.
Freaking. Unfortunately, you know, he passed away, but you know, the voice of the Kai dub voice of Frieza, I think, is best Frieza.
I'm inclined to agree,
And
but I think Japanese, early Funimation, Kai, and even the current voice actor for Frieza all knock it out of the park.
you like Genkai as Frieza?
Yeah, I do. I'm not saying that could 100% be nostalgia speaking, but yeah, I do like angry old lady racist Frieza.
Mm.
It's all the more cathartic, you know,
Yeah.
when she gets when Frieza gets manhandled. What was it? God, we gotta get back on track. I'm gonna drop this before I go down a fucking deep rabbit hole.
My
where
favorite
are
is
we
the
in
Ocean
2025?
dub. I miss the Ocean dub when Rolf was Goku. That was my favorite. That was my Goku growing
I
up.
do think Ocean Dub Goku is, for what the Ocean Dub is, solid.
That's when we got actually like he's just Superman Goku.
Yeah.
I will defend this world. Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, I almost prefer the lie.
Yeah.
That's part of my problem, is I almost prefer, almost. There's a middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
Which is where Goku kind of originally was. Goku was very much the protector of Earth, as much as he was also punchaholic.
Yeah.
It really wasn't, in my opinion, until Super, where we got brain dead fucking punch drunk Goku. Where it's like, no, he doesn't care really about protecting much. He really is just.
Yeah, they do commit to that a lot harder. Like it's it's suggested before, but now that's it. There's nothing more to him now.
I feel like they course corrected a bit in Daima,
Yeah.
but also Toriyama actually was like
Yeah.
the right room for that one.
Yeah, instead of just giving
Here's a suggestion.
like giving notes. Or I guess some more bullet points.
I want Goku to punch a green man alien, but he's great.
He really is the George Lucas of of anime, is Toriyama.
I wasn't even trying to do George Lucas, but
I want Goku to punch a gray alien. Give him a little gray alien to punch.
No, I hate to say it, but my immediate thought is, and rest in peace, Toriyama.
Yeah.
Toriyama is, as a writer, and I'm gonna underscore that,
Yeah.
the J.K. Rowling of anime.
Yeah, I mean,
I made this amazing franchise,
yeah.
and I am going to fucking dig it into the dirt. I am really going to spend a lot of time making it worse. But
Goku
there's a lot of caveats there.
Goku shits himself and teleports the shit out of his ass.
The main difference
That's the best change to my Harry Potter, let's be real.
that should have been emblematic
Yeah.
of everything that would come after.
Yeah.
No. In Toriyama's defense, though, he wasn't necessarily the one making a lot of those decisions. It was, I'm going to give an idea,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to let other people ruin my franchise.
Yeah. Only the jokes did he like really write full breakdowns of.
And even then, because he was writing the jokes and nothing else, the jokes stand out hard, and that's not really a good.
No, say it's not for the better though. They sure do stand out, don't they?
This is why, despite its flaws, Daima is still probably my favorite successor to Dragon Ball
Yeah, I
out
actually.
of all the sequel series.
No, it's the worst one. Remember?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's the worst one because it left a lot of loose threads that it didn't tie up. You know, when the creator died
Yeah.
unexpectedly at 58.
Mm-hmm. But no, I actually agree. I think Daima is kind of peak, honestly.
Like, it's the only one of the three that doesn't make me want to pull my fucking hair out. It's got its moments, like the Z fighters struggling to fight off an army that they were clowning on the entire series for some reason. You know, like that's really
Tension.
stupid. Like,
And Goma just
Oh my
being
God.
Jiren, but with a personality.
yeah. Now the question is,
Yeah.
did the villain? Sorry, I blanked out his name.
Goma.
Goma. Did Goma steal Jiren's fit, or did Jiren steal Goma's fit?
I mean,
Because like Jiren came out first in our time.
yeah, but Karake, but yeah, canonical. Well, no. See, remember they're from another universe. So no, Jiren is Goma from Universe 10.
Oh my god, it all makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. Done. We figured it
No,
out.
no, because Goma is from the demon world, which is entirely separate from the universes.
No.
Which kind of... Did the Namekians specifically go, alright, we're going to inhabit Universe 6 and 7 and none of the others?
Apparently, yes. Or at least they're not prominent enough to be like an active part of the universe. I mean, freaking, what was it, Universe 4 or something that had someone from Yardrat in it?
Yeah, maybe.
So,
Man, still though, I really gotta hand it to Toriyama. Right before he dies, he's like, actually Piccolo is a demon. Ugh.
yep. Now I'm gonna confuse people even more. Ugh. And you know what? It wouldn't be Dragon Ball if it made any actual sense.
We came full circle.
It came for a circle.
Piccolo's a demon. Actually, no, he's an alien slugman. Oh, lame. But
But they're an
also
alien
the
slugmen
slugmen
that are
are
demons.
from the demon world and are demons, so
Yep. So it's both right.
we're back on track, baby.
Ooh, back on track, baby. Also, Super Saiyan 4's here now. You guys wanted it? Here you go.
Peace.
Done. Yeah, I'm out.
As he just like does the hardest fucking in and out.
Yep.
Uh,
Speaking of in and out, summer anime. Anime of the summer. Because I don't think we watched anything else in spring.
honestly, I'm having trouble of thinking of what all I watched this year. The big ones that stand out are honestly just the ones, well, Apothecary Diary because it was fantastic.
Sure, yeah.
But also the shows I was watching more recently, like Ranma.
Oh, yeah. I think that was in fall.
I mean, it just wrapped up like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Gotcha. Well, because in summer, I don't think any of us watch Call of the Night, but I hear that's pretty popular.
I did watch that opening because it's fucking sick.
It is sick, isn't it? Dan Season 2.
Oh yeah, Dandadan season 2. Dandadan's fucking fantastic.
Fuck, it's so good.
I don't know what it is about Dandadan that like.
It, for
I
me,
feel
it
terrible
just
saying this.
it just kind of what.
I kind of forget about Dandadan until someone brings it up, and then I'm like, oh hell yeah, that shit was great.
It is kind of the perfect show for that, isn't it?
Yeah, which is weird because like, again, nothing against the show. I love it, but I also just kind of weirdly forget about it if it's not the topic of conversation.
It kind of nails everything for me. Like, the animation is great, the choreography, the action, the comedy, the characters. I think all of it is the lore, the story. Honestly, I think the best part is the character interactions are so good.
Oh, absolutely. Also, honestly, season 2 is littered with amazing Easter eggs, tailored specifically to me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, like the bizarrely one-to-one recreation of the opening of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay. And then what is it? Gigi is his name?
Yeah.
Gigi seeing the original 1989 opening to Ranma
Yeah.
while they're talking about hot and cold water changing him back and forth from the demon.
Yeah. Dude, it's peak, bro.
Like, and there were other
I
references.
loved Evil Eye so much.
I
Oh, yeah, Evil
thought
Eye.
I would find him annoying until he showed up, and then he acts like a bratty child, and I'm like, 10 out of 10. This is my favorite. I love this guy so much.
I don't remember what it is, like what's actually going on, but the scene of him climbing the tower and Okarun then being like, I got you food, and him in Evil Eye just being like, oh.
Yeah, well, he was trying to run away because he wouldn't fight him, so he was being a brat and trying to get away from him because he didn't want to listen to him. They brought him snacks. It's like,
Evil
oh,
Eye has the personality of my dog.
he does, doesn't he? No, I want to fight now. No, he's
What was it?
God. I really liked season 1. Like, season 1 was a show I kind of tried. I actively kind of avoided because people were gushing about it so much that it made it annoying. But then I finally was like, fuck it, I'll just watch it. And I was like, damn it. Damn, it's actually like fucking really good. And then I get it. I understand why people gush about it so much. And then, but season 2 somehow even was way better. And season 1 was phenomenal, and season 2 was just so damn good.
I think if I had to put a reason why I think about Apothecary Diaries more often,
Yeah.
it's that, especially with the second season, I feel like it is, and I kind of almost feel dirty saying this because it's such an overused kind of way of describing things.
Sure.
It's a deeper show.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, Dan
Like,
doesn't...
Apothecary Diaries
Yeah.
has, despite being kind of like chill with a lot of things, like, oh yeah, this is the Emperor and his like 4 wives who he just has sex with whenever he wants.
No, they're not his wives yet.
Sorry, his 4
Concubines, yeah.
none of which are his wives, even though some have kids to him.
Well, yeah, because you don't become his wife unless you birth an heir.
Yeah, even though
Yeah,
one
they're-
has already done that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
just has a
heir
kid.
died, so
Yeah, not good enough.
Yeah, no, like,
the kid's gotta survive.
yeah, but like one of them has a living baby.
That's a girl.
Yeah, not
Oh, yeah.
not in there. No good.
You know, fair enough.
Royal
But yeah, like,
lineages.
Despite taking the show kind of in stride in that regard, it still has some, like, ooh, this is uncomfortable to talk about kind of shit
Mhm.
going on.
Ye-
Like, the whole of season 2 really dives into that. And I think it's not that makes it better, but I think it's just more of like a, active brain show at times, as opposed to Dot to Dot, where it's like, oh no, I love these two idiots being stupid together, and all their friends who
Well,
are just adding the stupidity.
I'm
to it.
saying,
But it's not something I have to.
and they're
it's a
even
feel show,
stupider
it's not a
friends.
think show.
Yeah. It's pure vibes, and those vibes are immaculate.
Yeah, the vibes are untouchable.
You also have, from the summer, you also got Rent a Girlfriend, which I fell off of super hard and don't watch anymore. Anyway, moving on.
Didn't that end?
Hey, from
Nope.
everything I've heard about the manga, that was a good decision.
Yeah, that's why I fell off. Nope. So I'm one who actively agreed with the decision to not have them end up together, because I think that was actually something interesting, that just because he devotes so much money and time to her doesn't mean she has to be with him. Anime fans.
Yeah.
So I thought that was actually an interesting decision. But nope. We then time skip. He now looks more like the author, and now she hooks up with him. They're not together,
Oh.
but now all the girls want to hook up with him more than they did before. So I'm like, I'm done. Fuck this. This is garbage.
Yeah.
This is shit. My Dress Up Darling Season 2, I also haven't watched it yet, but I've seen clips, and it actually seems even more fun than the first season, so I might check that out eventually, actually.
I have not watched much of it. Me and Morgan started watching it together because I heard it was wholesome. I did not hear the rest of it, which is it's wholesome.
Yeah,
horny.
it's horny wholesome is the genre. Yeah.
And it's not that that's bad. It's that was not what I thought I was getting into.
Yeah.
And so the vibes were off.
I do hear a big part of why that series works is because the main character actually respects her. He's just a normal guy. Like, him horning after her.
Actually, from everything I've seen, is the main character respects her. She does not respect him, and not in
like a bad way.
outwardly disrespects him.
Yeah, no, it's like she doesn't understand
But
that he's gonna be a horny dude. But not in a way that seems. Basically, they seem like they're good, which is why it seems like it's actually a pretty horny, wholesome show.
Lesson for all the fucking creeps on the internet
Hmm?
who are like, oh, so fan service is bad? No, fan service is fine. Objectifying women is not cool. Treating them only as objects of your attention is not nice.
You got
That's
it. You
the
got it.
gross part.
Yeah, you gotta have. That's why Dress Darling is called Horny Wholesomes, because it's horny, but without directly objectifying the main characters. Like, it still treats them like they're people, which is a good thing. Unlike Rent a Girlfriend, and that's the issue with that one. That's the difference between the two shows.
I don't know. You just explained about how like the main character specifically was taught the lesson of being nice does not equal gratification.
Oh yeah, but that did not mean that this was a wholesome moment. This was seen as a bad thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, this is not a good
You
thing.
know what's a show? I need to actually get back into watching it. A show that actually did that right, at least as far as I watched,
Yeah,
is ReZero.
I've heard
That situation.
I've heard that.
Huh?
I've heard that. I will never check it
Yeah.
out. I have no interest, but
I do want to get back into it. I fell off partway through the second season. I have heard nothing but good things about the entirety of the second season and the third season. But I just haven't gotten around to it. Between-
yeah.
Other hobbies and, just not binging shows like I used to. I have not come around to watching that. Oh. Oof.
Let's
Morgan, Morgan, did we take our meds?
I didn't take mine.
Shit, did I take mine? Fuck, I don't remember. That's what happens when I talk and don't think about what I'm doing.
I got a pill case thing. So
No, I'm too stupid for that.
pill is on the date. Oh, didn't take it.
No, God, is that really all I watched this year?
Did you watch New Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt?
I did not.
I did. I actually watched it pretty quickly. That was one of the few shows I watched like as it was coming out. Because I
Was that produced?
that was done.
Was that produced
Trigger.
like Gynax or Trigger?
Trigger.
Okay,
'Cause-
Trigger actually did that one.
Because so when it was announced 2 years ago, the big thing was the fact that Gynax had finally lost the rights to the series because they hadn't been using it, and Trigger had obtained it.
I saw so many people like, oh my god, Studio Gynax has gone out of business.
It is
and
out of
they created
business
all
now.
my favorite shows. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
all of those people are at
Guy-
Trigger now, and various other studios.
Gynax hasn't done anything for over a decade because all the people that made Gynax made Trigger.
Yeah. God, you
Like,
say
all
a decade.
those,
It's been
like-
more like 2 decades. It was like back in like 05 was the last time. Well, I guess no. I mean, Gurren Lagann was probably the last big thing they really made in like 09 or
Which
whatever.
is literally listed what was Panty and Stocking.
Yeah, that's right. That was 2010.
It was like 2010, 2011, something like that, yeah.
But
Oh,
I mean, they always
that
had
was probably the last big thing they did.
yeah, and they never really had good business sense, even when they were making good shows.
No, like
They would bankrupt themselves on
as a
every show.
business, Gynax was a terrible studio.
Yeah,
it
and
just like
and they worked all their team
as
to
a
death.
group of artists, they were immaculate.
Yeah. And so no, them going out of business does not really bug me at all because they haven't made anything in forever. I mean, they do make shows. They still made stuff. It's just nothing I gave a shit about forever.
In my mind, it's like Studio Gynax didn't go out of business. Studio Gynax just changed its name to Trigger
Right. That's what actually happened. Yes.
because yeah, those guys who made Evangelion and Karakano and Abenobashi and
FLCL.
Gurren Lagann and all the shit. Yeah, FLCL. They went on to make Cyberpunk and
Yeah.
Little Witch Academia.
Yep.
Uh,
Inferno Cop.
Inferno Cop, Dungeon Meshi,
Luluco.
like all those fun shows, Kill la Kill,
Yeah, Kill la Kill.
like probably the most Gynax show that has ever existed, despite not being Studio Gynax.
That's very true.
Oh,
But yeah, no. Interestingly, this is the New Panty and Stocking would be the first time that Trigger had continued a Gynax show though.
yeah. I mean,
Which
the
is
fucking Fooly Cooly sequels. They were
Production
awful.
IG did those, yeah. Who did also co-produce develop the original, to be fair, but
Yeah, but produced. It was those animators who work on Trigger who actually made Fooly Cooly.
yeah, or at least made it what it was.
Yeah, who made the actual part of the show, you know,
That everybody loved
made
about
the
it.
actual anime.
Yeah,
Not the ones calling the shots or the ones getting the funding and stuff.
yeah,
Like the actual crackhead artists who just are like, hey, what if we just made this horny show.
full
that
of
trips
full
balls.
of references to everything.
You know, it's weird because not that Fooly Cooly doesn't have fan service, but I don't think much about Fooly Cooly even having fan service so much as the show itself is horny.
Yes. Well, it's because it's all subtext about puberty. So
But I think that's really funny because again, it's not like I can think of a lot of like tits and ass scenes.
I can think of one, but that's about it.
Weirdly, the scene that comes to mind for me is actually just Haruko doing a Lupin the Third gag.
Yeah, it was right before that she's just on top of him, wearing her barely anything.
Oh yeah.
But then it goes into
like-
that joke right after that, where they recreate a classic gag from the first Lupin series.
Yeah.
But new
Yeah,
panty
like,
and stocking.
There's not a whole lot of like actual fan service in Fooly Cooly.
At least not
it's just
I guess
all
it's not a lot of egregious in-your-face fan service. Which is
There's
why
a
it's
lot
really
of,
just a lot of horniness.
It's more like a bunch of innuendos and sex jokes.
Yes. Also poking fun at the most random stuff, like poking fun at a freaking Chow Yun Fat films
Or, you know, South Park.
or a South Park. God,
Which
that-
is weird that has dated amazingly.
right. Which even weirder
how
that
did
both
that-
of those jokes are in the same episode, by the way.
Yeah.
Those are the same episode.
But like, how did that joke age so well? Like,
It's just how
The
it's just
fact
how
that-
fate gives it right.
the fact that South Park remained
Yeah, just
Like-
still around.
an adult cartoon icon all the way up until this day and age.
And still going.
So
and
that
I hear the
joke
most recent
still is
season is
just
still
as-
great.
Yeah, a reference gag that makes just as much sense today as it did when it aired
Yeah.
more than 20 years ago.
Well, the Chow Yun Fat one doesn't age as all that well. I don't know a lot of people who know 80s gun kata films.
I mean, that's fair, but that was also just
Fucking
kind of
hell.
sort of a deep cut at the time it was made.
Yeah. Well, at least for Americans.
I mean,
But God, Hard Boiled is such a good movie. But as for what we're actually new panty and stocking though, Trigger's first attempt to bring back a beloved Gynax show that literally ends on a huge cliffhanger that everyone was annoyed by.
everyone was annoyed by it, and apparently the studio, the writers just did that to fuck with you and had no plan to actually
Yeah,
follow up.
that was part of it was a joke. That was the joke, is that the show is not it ends that way. That is it.
I think for me, what threw me off is it didn't feel like a joke when I watched it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It really does just feel like we're setting up for season 2, but they're not. That's the joke is season 2 coming soon ? That is the joke.
Season 2 coming 15 years later.
Yeah, and honestly,
That is a show, by the way,
yeah,
that maybe just because of the nature of humor hits so much harder in English than Japanese.
it does. Well, apparently it was intended for an American audience over Japanese, and apparently that's how it was. It did terrible in Japan. But
Here's the thing, I remember watching the original Japanese and be like, this show is just gross out humor. It's not funny.
yeah,
And then I watched it in English, and I was like, this is the dumbest thing, and I'm fucking dying.
yeah, that is how it is. 100%. And finally watching new painting stocking. One, while that the whole first episode is just completing the entire storyline they set up at that episode in the finale. It was pretty interesting, but the rest of the show is literally just, episodic goofy humor. None of it matters. It's all stupid.
So like the first
Like the first season, yeah.
more or less.
Yeah, it's just more. I am one of the many who are sad that they changed the cast. I loved the cast of the original. But
The dubcast?
yeah, the dub cast is completely different.
that's a shame.
Across the board. But I will say,
Was it that they changed, or did they not want to?
well, it's a different studio. Also, it's not because Funimation doesn't even actually exist anymore. But no, apparently a lot of them did want to come back. They weren't asked to come back. Though people knew that the main one, Garter Belt, was going to be changed because they wanted an actual African American person to voice the character.
Which makes me very sad. I understand completely.
Yeah.
Let me get that out of the way. I understand completely. But I also, because of this dumb fucking place in my heart, miss the days where it's like, oh, we have a black character. Let's get Chris Sabat to do it.
He did it a lot. I
Hire
mean,
a black voice actor? No. Chris Sabat will do.
they also did get rid of one of the main like forever ongoing jokes, which was a good choice because it is not very funny anymore. They stopped doing the joke of Garter Belt is molesting children.
No, that's a shame.
Yeah, right. That's man.
Here's the thing, though. Like,
They instead give him more character and different jokes instead of that being his one and only character trait and joke.
I mean, honestly, I just loved like everything coming out of his mouth being an innuendo.
Some of them still are actually.
Like, like the double entendre was just, I'm about to give you a mouthful of heavenly love.
Yep. That was but did work out. That was a good decision. The new voice cast, it took me like an episode to get used to it, but I was cool with it pretty quickly. Like the whole cast is really good. I think there are a lot of relative unknowns, or at least just a lot of newer current voice actors. So I don't know them, basically. But man, the current crop of English voice actors are really good.
I mean, yeah.
You got Alex Lee, you got freaking why can't I think of his name? Freaking God, he's in like everything right now. I can't remember. I'll look it up later. He's not in. I don't even think he's in New Painted Stock. I just was thinking of current voice actors. But the current crop of voice actors is quite good, and it shows in that show. And a lot of modern shows too. They've been really pushing for newer or current like voice actors instead of just going with big voice actor names from like the 2000s.
Which, good, because there was, One Piece is emblematic of this.
Yeah.
There was a point where it's like, oh, we're just gonna reuse the Dragon Ball cast for everything.
Yeah. Which for some stuff works, but it's good to also spread out.
Okay. I knew I recognized her voice from plenty of other things, but the first thing I see when I look up, oh, what's Panty's voice actor, the original? What else is she in? Oh, Mount Lady. Okay.
Yeah, it's Mount Lady.
From My Hero Academia.
Yep. Great
And
casting,
then,
honestly. They're like the same character.
Oh.
But it is the show fucking amazing, by the way. Goddamn hilarious. There's a whole episode where they get cursed by aliens, like the entire planet, that makes everything into a 60s superhero cartoon. So everybody has really thick lines and huge square jaws and dynamic voices.
Oh my god.
And it's incredible. They become the Fantastic Four, and Panty is the Thing. Which it's great. Like, if you liked Panty and Stocking, you will just love New Panty and Stocking. It's just more of the same, and that's it.
Without looking it up,
Yeah.
Without looking it up. Chuck the dog
Yeah.
in Panty and Stocking.
Yep.
In the original series.
Yep.
Do you know who voices that dog?
I know in both series it's somebody pretty famous in both cases, but I can't fucking remember.
Well, it doesn't list a second series,
Okay.
so I can only go off the first
Sure.
and assume that it applies to the second.
Mm.
It's fucking Ian Sinclair.
Yeah, that's right. It is Ian.
From before Ian Sinclair was like a well-known voice actor.
Yeah. He makes little noises. It's like-
I do think it's kind of weird though. They decided to recast all of these people when all of these voice actors, like a lot of them are.
Oh yeah, they're all still
working.
active. Yeah, yeah. I think it was a deliberate.
Monica Rial,
Yeah.
like, and obviously you're dubbing My Hero Academia. You're saying you couldn't get the one lady back. Couldn't get Jamie Marchi.
Mm. No, I'm sure they could have gotten everybody back, but I think they deliberately wanted to have a new cast. I think that was a choice. I think that was an active choice.
That's fair.
Um,
Maybe for the best, because sometimes pulling back the old cast doesn't work. Again, my very favorite one to outline this is Fruits Basket.
yeah, he did the.
Eric Vale did not age well for that role.
Or coming back in Super. To be fair,
Hold your fire!
this man.
That man isn't black!
To be fair, that Trunks is supposed to be like in his mid-30s.
I mean, like 30-ish, I think. But
Yeah, he's like 28, I think,
Uh,
actually. But at least he is supposed to be older, even though he looks half the age he did when he was 14.
What do you think of the rumors? I don't know if you've seen these rumors. I've seen a lot of talk that there's going to be a Dragon Ball Super remake.
I've heard sequel, I've heard remake, I've heard Daima Season 2. I've heard a lot. I don't believe any of it. I'm just gonna... I know that on, like, in January, they've got one of their big Dragon Ball events, and they're supposed to be announcing stuff. New games, new projects, bunch of shit. So, we'll know then. Could not tell you what actually is coming. I'm sure we'll get some new show, because Dragon Ball is just too popular right now to still... Because, like, ever since Super came... Like, basically ever since Super's Goku Black, like, Future Trunks arc, it's been, like, the most popular Dragon Ball has been. Like, ever. So, it's, like, it's not going anywhere.
I was going to say since the original, but that's not technically true, because, to be frank,
Yep.
Dragon Ball's popularity spiked in different countries at entirely different times.
Very, very different times. But
So,
but then with
Super was kind of the first time
that...
all those fans got a new thing at the same time.
And, like, Tournament Power was, like, a national event.
Yep.
Like, it was a huge deal.
Which I still find a little upsetting because of, like, Tournament Power's not that good, though.
Hey, that final episode, though.
It's got good parts. I just mean, like, the sum.
It's better than... It's better than anything in GT, though.
I mean, that is not a high bar.
I know.
That's like saying, oh man, there's this new Shonen Jump property out. It's really good. How good is it? Well, it's better than Fairy Tail. That's not a fucking high bar.
You see, some people would agree with you because it's not a high bar. It's terrible. Sakamoto Days got a part 2 to the first season. I'm pretty sure I watched that too. I actually have to double check that, but I really, again, still loved it. Kaiju number 8 season 2. I don't know if you watched any of Kaiju number 8 actually.
I've actually read a decent amount of kaiju.
Oh, okay.
Of all things. I just, at one point, like, I was lying in bed, I wasn't ready to go to sleep, I wanted to pick something up. I think I had caught up on something. Maybe it was One Piece or something. And I really wanted something to read.
Yeah, okay.
And I went for Kaiju. And yeah, I like Kaiju number 8 pretty well.
It's good. It's good. Not like incredible in terms of the anime. Animation's really good. The characters are a lot of fun. Story is solid. Pretty standard stuff.
Maybe I'm being a bit mean. I would say like that's like almost a 6 out of 10 show for me.
Oh, I like it a lot more
Rather
than I like Solo Leveling.
I like it less, but how do I put it? Solo Leveling is like that fast food you get. That you get it and you fucking scarf it down. You're like,
That's
oh,
true.
This
Yeah,
is great.
I agree with
You
that.
don't think about it at all 5 minutes. Like,
I think Kaiju number 8 is like a solid sandwich. It's like a 7 out of 10. It is solid. It's good. Nothing like
I would
incredible.
actually say, no, let me change it. I think both are 7 out of 10s, and on completely different ends of that spectrum for why.
Okay.
Like, Kaiju number 8 has a much better supporting cast, in my opinion.
Oh, like insanely so. Solo Leveling might as well not have a supporting cast.
Again, it's not that Solo Leveling supporting cast is awful. It's that
Yeah, they just
to be
don't.
frank, they're just not very important.
It's not even not very. They're just not important. They really don't do much of anything besides talk and react to what's going on, Dragon Ball style.
Okay, here's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Solo Leveling has no secondary characters.
Yeah.
There's the main character and there's tertiary characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of background characters, yes.
Well, it's not even like, you know, like Kaminari or Kirishima in My
Yeah.
Hero.
Yeah.
Characters like, yeah, I like these characters fine. They're not super important, but I like them. Like, I would say, like, Solo Leveling's entire supporting cast is basically on that level. They're not the main supporting cast, but they're nice. I like them. Not as memorable as, like, My Hero supporting cast, because My Hero has a really good supporting cast, even if it's kind of weird about using them.
It is. Though, I'd still say a lot less than most shonen, which is why it never bugged me. It's because it actually does use them. Which is kind of why it makes it a bit more annoying when they don't.
Yeah. That's a big elephant in the room. My Hero is finally wrapped up, anime and manga.
Yep. We are getting a new episode next year, but it's just going to be like the epilogue chapters that came out post the series end. It's going to be like just like one episode.
Weird that we had to come back and get that chapter, because that chapter entirely changes the ending, even though it doesn't really change anything narratively. Like, everyone's still in the spot we knew they were in.
Yep. It's just kind of gives some closure to some of the cast talking to each other, essentially.
Yeah, it doesn't. The original ending to My Hero, chapter 430, just stops.
Yeah.
We're done. Whereas 431 actually closes out the series.
Yeah.
We get those little bits that we want.
The characters all talking to each other, saying what they've been up to, and
you know, we hear about, like, oh man, the two boys we knew were gonna be topping out the charts are topping out the charts.
They all go out to dinner
Kyoryo
together.
And Todoroki.
Yep.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Whereas we just get a passing mention of that stuff.
Yeah. Barely.
Yeah.
But no, we actually get to see him. I love that whole stupid fucking scene of Midoriya in the back of Bakugo's fancy new car.
It's so big, and he like sinks into the chair.
But like, they start having like a dead ass serious conversation, but it's like that visual gag is going on in the background.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I feel like Horikoshi does so well in the manga that translates so poorly to anime. And I think, again, I will stand. I think this is why Mineta is hated way more in the anime.
Yeah, that's
It's because Mineta's mostly a background gag in the manga. A lot of like jokes that don't land in the anime are jokes that are not the forefront of what's going on in the manga. They're just happening in the back. Like, they're just something your eye darts to momentarily and then you move on. Whereas a lot of those jokes are not funny if you actually cut away from what's happening to go like,
look at this.
Here's this happening.
Yeah.
Fucking Mineta said the titty word, and so Jiro has played him and
the
is
titty.
hanging his skin on a stick like a banner.
The titty word. That's what it's, bro said the titty word.
Oh.
But from the clips I've seen of the actual end of the show currently, the final season, because we're gonna get a new episode, but this is the end of the series, this final season. Looks, I haven't watched it unfortunately, but read it, and what they've done with the anime looks incredible. To be fair, in terms of action, the anime has, in my opinion, always done better. Because Horikoshi can't draw fight scenes. He can't do it. His choreography.
No, that's very wrong. He can't direct fight scenes.
Yeah,
the fight
sorry.
scenes will look very cool. You just might not know what's happening.
You're right. No, you were 100%. His art is immaculate, but but you can't tell what the fuck is happening.
I would actually argue that Horikoshi, in terms of like Shonen Jump artists, is one of the better Shonen Jump.
Oh
artists.
God, yeah. His art is insane. His like his chapters covers and stuff look so insanely good.
Like,
when he's just allowed to just draw something, it looks fantastic. Hell, his like full page spread of when Midoriya and Shigaraki land on the ground is one of my favorites. Just this big wide shot of an entire destroyed city while the good guy is looking up at the big bad villain who's like towering above him, floating in the air. Looks amazing. Like, that's straight out of a classic comic book.
I actually saw something. So I've been watching a lot of content just kind of offhandedly. It just keeps showing up on my feed.
Yep.
From TikTok, YouTube, or whatever. One of a couple of anime guys. I think on YouTube or on
TikTok.
I think on Facebook. He's like the Weeb Commander or something.
Okay.
He mostly talks about Naruto.
Gross.
And honestly, I think unrelated. I think the dude glazes Naruto way too hard.
Okay, that's why I said gross, because I knew that's what was gonna be the case.
But he and another anime YouTuber, TikTok or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
had a really interesting conversation talking about how. Actually, no, I don't think it was them. I think it was actually the Trash Taste podcast with Gigug and the Anime Man, whoever else.
Sure.
We're talking about.
Oh, by the way, we got 5 seconds.
Ooh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
Happy New Year! Yeah.
Fucking nerds again. Every year. Hold on, I'm married. I got
Happy New Year, baby.
Happy New Year!
Well, don't smooch his butt.
They're getting doggo.
Hmm?
They're getting doggo.
Oh,
Fireworks.
celebrate
Yep.
with him.
No,
So you're saying about Horikoshi's art, I think is what you were talking about?
no, I was talking about anime endings.
Oh,
manga
yeah.
ending and anime ending.
Yeah, you were talking about this
And
guy
it's
talking about
specifically-
Naruto.
No, alright, this was Gigug actually. I remember.
Oh,
This
okay.
was the Trash Taste podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about My Hero Academia ending.
Okay,
And
sure,
how,
sure.
you know, the anime reception to it has been largely positive.
Very positive, actually.
Where-
Whereas the manga was not.
Whereas the manga was not, even though
Even though you and I were
Pretty
like,
much the
it's fine. Yeah, we didn't really. I don't remember us having any issue with it, really.
I it had originally the issue of it just stops.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, sure.
it felt like we just kind of rushed through the last little bit,
Yeah, I guess that is true.
and then, but it's entirely fixed by the
Post 2
431
chapters or
coming out.
whatever. Yeah.
just giving it that point where you can see the world that they made, you know,
Yeah.
and get more about our hero
Academia.
than just he became a teacher and Iron Man.
Yep.
Although we
The
never actually get to see what that suit does.
nope. It's not really important though.
No.
It would be cool to see, but it doesn't actually matter.
Not in the slightest.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, My Hero really did live and die on its characters, which is, I feel like you can see in where it's most popular versus where it's most disliked.
Yeah.
Because at the points in the series where it dips is when Midoriya as a character just has zero growth, and really the side characters aren't doing much aside from Endeavor. Like that's really when My Hero stagnates. But the point I'm trying to get to is this particular chat talking about the My Hero ending kind of went to, can manga readers be happy?
No. No, absolutely.
Like, can they
I thought
actually
you were gonna say, can they read? That's what I
Well-
thought you were gonna say.
And you know, that's also a valid question, I think.
Yeah, I do too.
You have My Hero, which has a solid ending.
Yeah.
I would say a pretty good ending when you take into account the extra chapter that came out later.
Yeah.
It is stupidly not available on the Shonen Jump app.
Yeah, it's not. It's because it's not technically part of the chat. Like, you have to actually look at it. It is annoying. It's 100%. You have to do that with
Oh.
one chapter of Chainsaw Man, but that one makes sense why you have to do that.
Is it because it's porn?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounded about right considering.
Yeah, there's
Chainsaw Man.
there's one chapter that the cover and the start of the chapter literally starts up with full-fledged lesbian porn happening immediate, like right on panel.
Sick.
So they say, yeah, this chapter is not available. It's like, yeah, all right, I guess that makes sense.
But the funny thing, you know, they talk about, they bring up a good point. The people who are manga readers, like
Yeah, just
people who
manga
would
readers.
fall-
Yeah.
the people who describe themselves as manga readers, not people who also read manga.
Yeah.
The
Right,
big
not us.
stories. Yeah, the big stories they end up loving
Mm-hmm.
often just don't have endings.
Really?
This is what the crux of the podcast came up. Vagabond doesn't have an ending. Berserk doesn't have an ending. I don't know about Vinland Saga. Like a lot of these.
No clue.
Like,
And Chainsaw Man doesn't have an ending yet.
like these manga that are held up to this crazy high regard just don't have endings. So when manga readers get an ending, they just can't handle it.
I
This
guess
is what
not.
The podcast was talking about, because it doesn't seem to matter. Like you have like this spectrum of different manga endings, and all of them seem to get the same level of hate from manga readers, despite being of completely different qualities. You have Jujutsu Kaisen, which has a mess of an ending.
Mm-hmm.
I like it fine enough, but it is absolutely a mess. And then you have something like Naruto, where its ending is
It's fine.
It's the very predictable ending after the exceptionally long final arc that takes up like a full quarter of the manga, if not more, to wrap up a bunch of loose ends after the main character's personal development has ended.
Yeah. The cool final
we have
fight
to
though.
Yeah, and then you have My Hero, which has a perfectly solid ending. Like it's not, you know,
It's not over the top. It's
reading
not too
this
crazy.
ending
It's
has
pretty
healed
expected.
my soul. But
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. Good little ending.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Nothing too like wild.
but the group of people who the manga readers seem to hate like all these different endings the same. Like, oh, they ruin the show. It's like, do they?
Well, yeah, you
Maybe
know,
Jujutsu
that's
Kaisen's
true.
sloppy ending doesn't ruin the show by any means for me. But then again, I kind of already view Jujutsu Kaisen as a very sloppy manga slash anime.
Yeah.
The anime does a lot, I think, to help.
Mm.
But the quality, in my opinion, has always been all over the place.
Yeah, I would agree.
But no, I just thought it was an interesting podcast, and I'm not doing it justice, and I think people should go look it up. Where they were just talking about, I was like, can't these guys just be happy with an ending?
I don't know if they can be happy in
'cause
general.
When these endings get animated, the anime crowd seems pretty well pleased, at least enough.
I'd say usually, as far as I can remember, anyway.
Yeah, but
Not to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know where you're going, Morgan, and I'm going to the same place, and that's the fucking bed.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about
okay.
to interrupt the discussion between you boys.
Um,
I had to take a nap to make it this late, so I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, my eyes burn. Unfortunately, I ain't the youngin' I used to be, and I don't work nights, so this is a bit much for me. But
I
I
gotcha.
think at least I think I talked about a lot of the stuff that I really enjoyed from this year. The only thing I didn't really talk about anime-wise was Ranma, and there's not much to talk about. Ranma's just fun. Didn't
Okay.
change my life. Well, not the new one. Like the old one. Like fuck, when I was a teenager, I was like, oh my god,
Oh my god.
this is cool niche thing for me to like. No one else knows about it. I need to tell everyone about it.
I know.
But as an adult, I'm like, this is just a fun thing. I'm glad that this, re-adaptation reaffirms that I did not have that bad a taste as a kid. Sorry, no. Let me rephrase
Yeah,
that.
don't say
I had
that.
terrible taste. I'm
Yeah.
glad this was not one of them.
Gotcha.
I'm glad
gotcha.
that I can come back to this show, this new adaptation, and be like, oh no, this was a good show.
Yeah. Just like Get Backers.
No, not like not at all like Get Backers. Get Backers is like a good show in the way of like, having my kneecaps removed without anesthetic would be like the highlight of my day. It's a good thing in that regard.
Yeah.
But alright, I'm gonna get going, man.
Oh yeah.
It has been fun talking
Y'all.
on stream about the fun shows we watched in 2025,
Yep.
and also the shows that we watched our entire lives, like Dragon Ball, the thing we bitch about all the time, despite
Yep.
loving it.
Yeah, it's so in fact we do love it. It's just it's also like really stupid.
It's unfortunately GT and Super exist as such interestingly flawed additions to one of our favorite shows.
You know that, and the fact that everyone hates Daima, but we don't hate. We actually really like Daima. I thought it was really good.
Daima is actually the sequel that Dragon Ball deserved.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the one that it deserved, because it's Dragon Ball, and it kind of deserved
Some
a
dog.
lot. But it's not a bad successor.
No, it's a fun little adventure show, which is all I wanted from more Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it was a show that felt like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But alright. You guys have a wonderful night
Yup.
and a fantastic new year.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
See ya. And I'll go through the rest of the shows I watched, because there's a couple more that I didn't talk about. that I know they had not seen, I think. Like Spy Family, which my wife's and I have been watching. It's been really good. This is, of course, the first like major arc since the boat in early season 2, I believe. So I've been enjoying it. We get a lot more. It's also the first major arc where Anya is like the focus, as well as the school, which I appreciate, since they're kind of the actual main characters of the series. Even if Lloyd is technically supposed to be, it's really just whoever is the focus of that story, which I think works really well, especially for a comedy show.
It's called Spy Family.
Yeah, the family
Not
is
Spy Lloyd.
yeah. Yor also gets a whole character arc with I believe her name was Maria Desmond. So
Something like
good
that.
good stuff. Definitely should check it out. There's a new Digimon that I need to watch. I've heard nothing but good things for Beat Break. I like the new characters, so I definitely need to check it out. And then the show I'm currently also watching, but that's more on my own, is of course Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider, which it's made specifically for me.
He's too over the top.
And yeah, it's a show about just an old dude who wishes he was a Kamen Rider ever since he was a child, but Kamen Riders, of course, aren't real, and it's a TV show. But turns out,
Old.
he's 42.
That's not old.
He is old. And turns out there's other people who also wishes they were Kamen Rider. And also turns out Shocker is actually real, which is not good. So they've decided to become actual Kamen Rider heroes to defeat Shocker. And it's great. The animation is weird, but I think in a good way. It's not even the animation, it's the art. Because the animation just looks like good animation. But the art is odd, but I think like the style I think really works for how goofy the show is. For being like a dramatic and serious show, but it's a total comedy. And I love it. I think Tojima is amazing as a character. Him just wanting to be Ichigo. And then there's like another dude who wants to be V3 because V3 in his eyes is the strongest Kamen Rider. So he has to become the strongest. Which is funny because there's also a Kamen Rider called Stronger. And you'd think he would call it if he want to be stronger. Though I don't think Stronger is supposed to be one of the strongest. But that's also mostly because Stronger was a name it gave later. Because originally its title was... its original title was Spark. Kamen Rider Spark. So they changed it to Stronger just because they thought it sounded better. That's also why all of his abilities and names of his attacks and stuff are all electric themed, because it was supposed to be Spark. And then, yeah, there's a woman who wanted to be a character, funny enough, from Stronger called Electro Wave Human Tackle, who is like his sidekick, who's this female character who's not technically a writer, but she totally is. They just, of course, she's just not a writer for no real reason. But she's also a really fun character. And she also provides a lot of fan service, which is take it or leave it, but at least how they handle it is kind of funny. So as a whole, I've been loving the show. I need to finish it, but I got halfway through it, and it's really good. Gintama got a freaking new show, which is insane to think about, and I need to watch that. Gintama My Ginpachi Zany Class, where Gintoki is a freaking high school teacher, and all of the cast are his students, and that's it. That's all you need to know. That's the plot of the whole show. It was a spin-off of the actual manga that finally got an adaptation after forever. Like, I think that came out like years and years ago. But I think that's fantastic. I love Gintama, and any more love for Gintama is love that is incredible. Unfortunately, One Punch Man came out also with season 3. I didn't watch it. Don't plan to watch it. I've seen all the clips that everyone else has seen. It's sad because when season 1 came out, it was one of the best shows ever. And then then it kept going after like 5 years later, and then a new studio got the hold of it because Madhouse couldn't afford to produce the show, and it just got worse and worse from there. Isekai Quartet continued, which is awesome because I loved that little show. And I think that's everything. I know. Oh, I still need to watch Pokemon Concierge. Season 2 came out. Star Wars Vision Season 3 came out as well. Tatsuki Fujimoto got a show, which I never expected. That's amazing. I need to check that out. There's a lot of good anime. Was pretty crazy this year. I'm not really as blown away with this year in 2026. But let's before I wrap up, since we're just talking about anime, since that's probably the thing I checked out the most this year, let's see what's coming out next year. Girls und Panzer, another Mobile Suit Gundam show. 319, Doraemon, Time that got Reincarnated Slime movie. That's pretty cool. I need to watch the most recent season though. I haven't finished that. New Madoka movie. Are these all movies? These are all movies. So yeah, new Madoka film. That's why it's very specific stuff. Love Live. Okay, not a lot of crazy films. Oh god, we didn't even talk about it. The Chainsaw Man movie we didn't even bring up, and we did both see that. Probably one of the best anime movies ever. Like, it's definitely up there, which is crazy, but like, yeah, it was just phenomenally good. Like, Chainsaw Man is a manga and anime that's just fantastic, and the fact that the new that movie just kind of further cemented it as like an all-timer. So pretty insane how good it was. Detective Conan is getting a new show. Somehow it's still going. What else? Love Live, Irregular, Magical High School. TV series, New Fate. My Hero Vigilante Season 2. More Golden Kamuy, which I also haven't seen before. Can't be a rom-com with your childhood friend. Adventure Daily Grind, age 29. Daughter of the Demon Lord is too kind. I'm falling in love with you. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. I actually forgot that was coming, so that'll be cool. Does it count if you lose your virginity to an android? That's something, apparently. More Fire Force, whatever. Oh yeah, Hell's Paradise Season 2. Haven't seen Season 1. Freerun Season 2. Now that is probably the thing I'm most excited about. I loved Freerun, so I'm hopeful for Season 2 to be just as a big and good old time. Dr. Stone, Science Future Part 3. Okay. Blue killed again, Mr. Detective. More ReZero. Time I got reincarnated as Slime Season 4. Demon Skull, Wand and Sword, which Atelier. Oh, Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War Part 4, which I also haven't been watching. Apothecary Diary Season 3 Part 1, and The Elusive Samurai Season 2, another show both shows I need to watch. It's nothing too crazy been announced so far. Oh, right, JoJo Steel Ball Run. That's actually pretty cool. Beastars Season 3 Part 2. So, definitely a lot of various things. Nothing too crazy, honestly. Actually, before we wrap up, I'm gonna look up video games. Cause what video games are coming out in 2026? Animal Crossing New Horizon, the Switch 2 edition. FF7 Remake Intergrade. Let's see, anything, doesn't look like anything in January. Except for Tuxedo's full release, apparently. Comes out in January. That's interesting. All's Justice in February, I'm actually excited for. The new Mario Tennis for a console I do not have. March. It's also on the Switch 2, I don't want it. But Pokemon Pokopia looks so much fun, though. I just want to be a Ditto human. Oh, cool. Dynasty Warriors 3 is getting a remake? That's actually kind of sick. 3 was, I think, the one I played the most when I was younger. That's actually kind of sick. That new Neopets game. That's wild. March. That's about it in March. April to June. Invincible Versus, which looks like a lot of fun. That's about it there. May. 007 First Light, it looks pretty good. And the new Lego Batman actually looks like a lot of fun. Nothing in July. September. Nothing really crazy there. November is apparently when we're getting GTA 6. We'll see about that. What about ones that are planned for next year but do not have a release date? The Avatar Legends, the fighting game, actually looks great. So that one's probably a big one. Though we don't know when that is coming. Just next year. Is that really it? New Bloodstain, that could be cool. Yeah, I was just saying, New Dissidia, and it's a phone game. Probably not gonna be something I'll be crazy about. Oh yeah, we are getting a new Fable. That's wild. Just called a Fable. Old Samson, like the old NES game. Yes. Huh. Alright. Getting a new little Samson. Okay. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra looks kind of cool, but don't really know much about it yet. Marvel Tokon, I've already played. I loved it. Can't wait for that to come out. And Marvel's Wolverine, I don't know when it's coming out, but it looks so fun. I cannot wait for that game. It's probably my most anticipated for next year. But is there really anything else? I don't think so. New Onimusha, that's pretty cool. Pal World's first full release, that'll be interesting. Pokemon Champions, don't really know what it's going to be, but could be cool. New Rhythm Heavens, pretty cool, very surprising. Scott Pilgrim EX is another one I'm really excited for. Or Scott Pilgrim X, I'm not really sure which they call it. Speedrunners 2, that's getting a sequel? Well, that's pretty sick. Expansion Mario Brothers Wonder. That's pretty much it for me anyway. Well then, we'll be back for a big New Year's stream later. But don't forget to stay lucky for this entire new year. Because as always, we'll see you at the next one. Don't forget to stay lucky and have a very lucky 2026 from us at the Garbage Gang. Bye guys.